Okay, I've tried this like forever for this morning, and I am not having good luck getting this video done, but here we go. We'll try again. I wanted to talk to you today about a little thing that is really disgusting, rotten little creature, and that is the fly. You see, I do not like flies. I hate flies, and some of you probably can relate and others not so much, but oh, I hate that when that happens when I'm recording. Anyways, when most of you know, when I first got married, I married into a family that they ran their own egg farm business, and at that time I was introduced to life on the farm with the chickens and the pigs and all that, but I had no idea that living on the farm also meant flies. Like if you have animals, you're bound to have flies, and I had no idea that they could be so many of them. And you know, on our farm we had tried to do everything we could to keep them under control, because they were just everywhere, black everywhere you went. And we had these like fly bait that you would just throw out, and it was like little pellets, and they either ate it or stood on it or something. It was some kind of poison in it, and then kill them. Or we had a big fogger that was like a big can of not hairspray, fly spray. And we'd just go around and spray this big old fogger and try and get rid of the flies. And they were so bad that when they would kill them, you just have piles and piles of black dead flies. It was so disgusting. There came a point one time I remember going to the store, and I was buying some house plants, and I had gotten a Venus flytrap, and I thought that would be pretty cool if I could just plant Venus flytraps all around the farm, because they were pretty and would dress up the farm a little bit, and it would help us with our fly problem. But I guess living in Rexburg, Idaho isn't the place for a good tropical plant. So that wasn't the smartest idea, but you know, if it worked, that might have, you know, I was thinking that was pretty good. But the other problem with the Venus flytrap is, in case you don't know, it's a slow fly eating little thing. It's just like, I was thinking that, oh, you know, the fly come and it would smack, but no, it's very slow. It just actually gets the fly in there with some sticky goop, and then it takes forever for it to close, and then even longer for it to digest the fly. So I don't know that it would work that good on our farm, though. My visions of these giant Venus flytrap plants all over the farm were pretty good. Anyways, after we just dealt with it, but we had to shut down our farm in 1990, and then Ron got jobs with other egg farms, but we didn't live right with them, so I was kind of free of flies for a while. But then we moved here. And this place, when they built it like some odd 30 years ago, it was like two family members that built these two houses right next to each other. And then they had their dairy around, like it's right there around the corner. And so they had flies. And well, the thing is when we moved into this house, I was like, that noise again. Anyways, when we moved in, there was all these like dots all over the house. They were like everywhere, like on the windows, on the walls, on the lights. It's like, what in the heck? And see, the dairy had been shut down when we moved here, but I didn't know what this was, and come to find out, it was fly dots. You know, the stuff that they leave. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I want to know what it is, but ugh. Anyways, they were all over, and so I did whatever I could to just clean this up and buy new stuff and fix it up, because 30 years of fly dots, and the people must have not cleaned it up very good. Ugh. It was bad. But I've tried to have a good positive attitude about having so many flies around here. I had a friend who I was talking to, and he said the other day that he had driven by our house and just waved as he went on by, and I was like, well, why didn't you stop? And he said, well, it didn't look like anybody was home. There was no cars, there were no kids out, and there was no pets out guarding the place. And I'm thinking, I have tons of pets. I've got flies, like thousands and thousands of flies protecting my house. Who wants to go to a house with flies? So, yeah, and then the other way I've tried to think of it positive is every morning, 6 o'clock, there's a fly, is the alarm clock. And you know how irritating it is to have that little fly buzzing around your ear. And you're like, "Urgh." You can't find it. And it's so irritating you get up no matter what, because you can't sleep with a fly buzzing in your face, ears, whatever. Nasty. Well, anyways, I've always thought that, you know, if like, you know, I didn't live such a good life and there is a, you know, like hell, you know. I thought that would be my hell, is to have to go live in a place with flies. I always watch those commercials where those people in Africa, they're like sitting there and they're talking or doing whatever, and flies are like crawling all over their face, and with you, I'll go insane. So the whole reason this is an issue is because I want you to know that I am very, very excited to be moving away from this fly issue. I feel really bad for the people moving in, but maybe they don't care. Oh, stinking noise. Anyways, maybe they don't care, but I hope that the fly issue goes away. Oh yeah, well I forgot to say that. See, they started the dairy up 2 years after we moved here, so they're really bad. Really, really bad. So I'm very happy to be going. So I hope that nobody else has to deal with those lousy, rotten things. And I hope everybody's having a great day. And that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.